What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 6th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $2.23. We just can't get away from this price, can we? Lingering in this area, the same area that we lingered for so long over here for about a month and a half. We're ready to break out to the upside any day now. Just finding a little bit of turbulence right now, probably because Bitcoin itself has pulled back a little bit today as well. Let's just see here. Looking at Bitcoin, yeah, some volumes picking up as we're moving down. I think we're going to find support soon, guys. I mean, if we look at this from a low to a high here, right at the 0.5, we probably go down to the golden ratio to find support and then move up. So Bitcoin moving down, XRP might move down too, but nothing too dramatic, man. I don't know if we go below yesterday's lows. I think these very well do have a chance of being the low. We just haven't validated that yet, right? I'm confident enough. I feel like in my head this is the low. I don't think that we're going to go lower. But we validate that on the charts once we get a day to close above about $2.66. If we can close a day above 266, we validate this as a low. We validate that we're breaking out of this consolidation phase down here, and then likely we're on our way to prices that are far higher than just $3, $4, and even $5, right? As time goes on. If we're looking at this here on the 1 hour time frame, zooming in a little bit, you can see that the RSI is bearish. Okay, you had some very bullish readings here, getting overbought, very nice, but you came right back down with a vengeance. We're here at the oversold zone now. This is actually a perfect area to bounce. Maybe we do, maybe we get oversold, whatever the case may be. If we get oversold, we can look for some bullish divergence, perhaps, if we, as the hours go on, as the day develops. But if we bounce here, that would also be a really nice sign. Let's look at the low to high here on our fib range, low to high. You're at your 0.5 as well. So Bitcoin and XRP are both at their 0.5, potentially going down to their golden ratio zones. A lot of cryptos have shown significance at their 0.5 level this whole cycle. So I wouldn't be surprised if we bounced here. But whether it was here at 224, whether it was there at 217, one of those levels, we should be finding support and we should be moving up soon. I would like it more if we close this hour green. 44 minutes left in this hour. We'll see. It remains to be seen. But if we can close this hour green, that'd be nice because then we're bouncing off the oversold zone. If we get into the oversold zone, it's not that big of a deal, right? You can get in and get out immediately too. That's not a problem. But I would just like it if we bounced here. If not, we likely do go to about $2.20, $2.17, which being at 223.7 right now, we're really not that far away from there. Bearish on the stochastics. The MACD is at a point to bounce, and the RSI is at a point to bounce. So we'll see. Right? Again, you can go a little bit lower and still be at a point to bounce. 4 hour time frame here. Zooming out a little bit more. The MACD is bearish, but we're building bullish momentum. It's nice to see. Whenever you are building momentum, whenever you are trying to form an uptrend, you typically do expect to bounce as these oscillators get closer to touching. Maybe you even get a false cross, and then we bounce. So sometime soon enough, maybe not right now, but over the coming hours, we should be moving higher. Stochastics are at the 50, a good area to bounce here. And the RSI, I mean, you're just kind of range bound, it looks like, right? You have this lower low, lower high downtrend right here. You're moving sideways now. You've got support here. You've got resistance here. You just found resistance. I suppose what we're looking for is something different, right? We don't want to go to the oversold zone with the 4 hour time frame. Ooh, I wonder, could we do this? Let's just see from a low to a high. Hold on. We could go below 217, and if we do, it's fine. I mean, understand, guys, we're at a point where if we do close below, like if we get a 4 hour time frame to close below $2.17, we will have bullish divergence, pretty severe bullish divergence there on the RSI and on the stochastics and likely on the MACD as well. So even if we go below 217, I'm really not worried about this. We could be getting set up for some kind of a double bottom. I'm not expecting that personally. Again, I think that we have the low here. I think that we're going to find support either here or between here and 217. But if we do go lower, that's fine. It's totally fine. Stochastics look like they're at a point to bounce. RSI, kind of at a point to bounce. I mean, look, you bounced right here below the 40. Bounced right here below the 40. Bounce right there below the 40, right above the 40. I mean, kind of in this area, you like to bounce. Higher lows overall right here. I'm not really getting too much off the RSI or the MACD. The stochastics are the only thing telling me we're in an area to bounce, so we'll lean on that. Daily time frame here. The stochastics look good, bouncing there, nice. And you're even turning the orange. Look, the orange is flipping green here, or to the upside, I should say. That's nice. Even with the day being red, you're still actually pointed upwards. That's nice. The MACD is bearish. You're building bearish momentum, but we still have 7 hours, 41 minutes left in this day. Let's see how the day closes. The RSI, you're bouncing right off the oversold zone. If today closes red, you're rejecting the 40, and that would not be good. But if today can close green, then you're breaking through the 40, continuing this bounce off the oversold zone. I would say it's not dramatically important, but significant enough. If today can reverse to the extent of which it closes green, if we could pull back up like 5% by the end of the day, if we can make that move and close the day above like $2.36, I think that would be good. Let's actually refine that a little bit. Close the day above $2.34.3. If we can close the day above there, that would look really good. That would probably be the best close, would be if the day closed there or higher. That would be the best close. But even if we close here, it's fine. I would just like it if we did provide that this is a rejection off the oversold zone, and we do provide that if we don't reject off the 40 but instead pierce through it. And the only way to do that is if today closes green. So have we rejected the oversold zone and rejected the 40 before? Yes. And then still went up higher before? Yes, absolutely. It can happen. It's just statistically speaking, this is not as good of a look as it would be if today closed green. So let's try and get that there. There's a couple of signals that suggest that we could bounce here right now, like right here at 223. But again, if we go to 220 to 217, it's not a big deal. I would anticipate a bounce there. I'm confident enough to say that we could bounce right here as well. But again, just be open-minded to lower prices. Inevitably, we will be moving higher. We will be recovering. And whenever we do that, the immediate area that I'm considering is something that's kind of falling in line with this this trend here. Right? Something that's kind of falling in line there. That'd be about like $2.80 to $3. I really wouldn't be surprised if we moved up above this trend line. We went to like $3, $3.10, something like that. $2.80 at a minimum, something here. Consolidate for a little bit and then continue to rally going into the end of the month. I truly am expecting that XRP by the end of this month of November will either be at its all-time highs or like at this area, or it will be at new all-time highs altogether. It really depends on what happens here. Whenever XRP breaks out, it definitely... Whoa. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know if you guys could see that. I just got an update from Epic Games in the midst of this video. It was asking if I wanted to do an update, and I said no. I probably should have said yes, but I don't know. Will that mess with other things while I'm making this? Will it make things slower? I don't know. $2.23. I just got a laptop, right? It's not like a heavy gaming computer or anything like that. 3 days, 8 hours left in this week. I do expect that we're going to move up. Where was I? Going into the end of the month, we should be at new all-time highs. That's my expectation. And when this thing moves up, whenever it does move up, it moves up very, very fast. So I would expect that a break of about like $3, $3.10 when we break that, we probably won't be in the realm of $3 to $4 for long. We're probably just going to skyrocket right up to our immediate targets, which, do I take this high to a low? I think I should take this high to a low. The immediate targets would be $4.16 to $5.40. By the end of the year, we're anticipating targets that are somewhere between about $13.80 and $16.30, $13.50, $17, somewhere in that range up there, right? If not by the very end of 2025, then perhaps sometime in January is acceptable as well. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I think we're just saying the same stuff that we typically do. We're waiting for this range to resolve itself. We're waiting for a breakout, and I think the point at which we can start to really get excited is when XRP is above 270. That's when we can validate that this is the low, or maybe it's like 266, right, on a daily closing basis. And then when we are above $3.10, we can get excited that not only is this the low, but that we're breaking out of this range here, and we're ready for new all-time highs at that point. XRP, again, what I want to offer here is the thought of the perspective shift, right? A lot of people, everybody in crypto, we're all eyes on XRP right now because I think we all know. I don't care if you're an XRP lover or hater. I think we all know at this point. Don't kid yourselves. We're going to see new all-time highs, right? But the thought here is different than the thought here. The thought here is, oh my God, XRP could go lower, right? The bottom of this range is all the way at $1.63. Maybe we go down there. Look at how much it dropped on the 10th. I don't know. Is it a good time to buy? I don't know. I'm not certain. I'm going to wait. We'll wait and see. What if it goes lower? That's the thought here. But the thought here, at $3.10, about $1 higher from where we are now, the thought is, oh my God, we're going to new all-time highs. Quick, sell your car, sell your house. Grandma, buy this thing, right? Boss, can I have an extension on my pay? Can I get, what's the word that I'm looking for? Can I get a where you get paid out early? What's the word? What is that? Someone's gonna leave it in the comments. What is it? We're an advance. Boss, can I get an advance so I can buy XRP? Right? The perspective is going to shift from here to here. We all know already that it's going to see new all-time highs, but the FOMO, the intensity, the level of anticipation is going to go up dramatically. The perspective is going to shift entirely once we break out of this zone. So just some thoughts here while we're still below $3. Get it while it's hot or cold, I suppose. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.